everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and I am going to begin work on the Young Salvation mini journal. So I'll be doing some jelly plate printing to get rid of the white pages, and you can come along and craft with me. Okay, so one of the first things I'm going to do is jelly plate printing, which you know I love. And for this journal, I think it's really great because I can use all these bright colored paints and it will work out perfectly. So I have my sheet, my pages that I've cut the white edges off, and it's almost exactly the same size as my plate, so I will probably have a little bit of white on the edges, but not as bad. I think cutting off the edges probably helps quite a bit. So let's see, I have Walmart had these paints. I don't know if they're always this price, but they were like 58 cents or something. So of course I had to buy a bunch more paint because, you know, 1,000 aren't enough. No, I don't have 1,000, but I bet we all have a bunch of this kind of paint. So I'm going to use a lot of white, as always. I left this old paint stuck on here, and I hope that's not a mistake. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a test print. Yikes. Just to see, whoa. It's been a while since I did this. I guess I forgot how. I want to see if it picks up some of this old paint off the edges. Not quite sure what to think about that. So I'm rolling my roller off. In case you haven't done this before, I'm rolling my roller off on an old journal that I have over here to the side, just rolling the roller off on it. And I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I have this where I want some paint on the backs of these. These up here were pockets that I cut out. They're not going to show, so I didn't want to waste it. But I'm going to go ahead and print this because this isn't as... And once again, the warning to not touch the paint with your fingers because it will get all over everything. And yeah. Oh, all right, cool. And I'll get a little bit up here on this one, make sure I covered it. Okay, I think that'll do. I am making this particular journal for Mia. She's 11, and I happen to know that she likes purple. So I'm going to try to incorporate as much purple as I can in this. I think I'll go ahead, add a little bit more. Maybe some green. White, of course. And I'm going to use this, these are for dyeing hair. I've mentioned them before. They're silicone and kind of scatter the paint so it's not just these big blobs that happen when you plop the paint down. And then roll over them. So let's see. Probably should get a bowl of water going here. And then I'm going to roll it out. And go ahead and do a sheet. Make sure I just have one. Make sure I don't have any on my fingertips this time. So when I smooth it out, it doesn't smear across the paper. Okay. Still not picking up those edges. I guess I'm going to have to break down and clean those off. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to try couple other colors here I have. I found this acrylic. This is from Illustrated Faith Acrylics, and I'm going to try that. It's a little bit darker pink, and I think the orange, a little bit brighter, which, you know, is perfect for this since it's for a younger person, I think. So take this hair tool and mix it up a little bit and then roll it. And that got a little muddy. I don't really care for that as I like a little bit more distinction in the color, so I think I'm getting some water on this from this tool too. I'm going to leave those lines in it. Make sure I don't have anything on my fingertips. Ah, got some on me. Oh well. Okay, let's see. All right, so it was brighter underneath. As you know, whatever goes down first is what comes up last and shows on the top of the print. So I like that. I like the bright color of it. All right. All right, so what else can I mess with here? I think I'll do some of this kind of aqua color. And I might just put some purple in here. I wonder if I can use this medicine bottle technique. Any kind of circle that you have, you can do that with. Just kind of apply it. And this is the first thing down, so it will show on the top when we print it. So let's see what that does. I'm going to roll over it. I think I'll add some more white. Okay, see what happens. Ooh, crazy. Yikes, I might have to go over that one. That's a little crazy and not in a good way. All right. Well, you can always print over it. That's the neat thing about it. And I think I'll try, well, tell you what, I'm going to go back to this Illustrated Faith paint. Let's try the yellow. It's pretty intense, I think. Not that that's a good thing. It might not be, but we'll see. A little bit of orange. Oh, okay. Or a lot of orange. See what that looks like. Just gonna swirl this around a little bit. This also looks like it's going to be a print that needs to be printed over. I just have a feeling. So let me go ahead and print it. Yeah, that's not what I would prefer to have it look like. So we're going to have to print over that one. All right. And then I've got these cards that I'm going to print on the backs of them. So let's see. I think I'm going to go back to pink. Just roll that out. And really these are just so they're not white on the back. I don't really worry too much about what they look like as long as they have some color on them. And they definitely have color on them. And yeah, that looks all right. And then I just have this little piece here that I need to print. And let's see. I'll do since they're blue, I'm going to do purple and blue. Kind of a reddish purple, but anyway, put a little bit of white. Okay. All right, serves the purpose. I've got color on the backs of them. Okay, so now these dry super quick, as you know. So, oh, and I have, let's see. So this crazy one, I had like white on the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and use this up, make sure I get some paint on this white edge here. And down here, there's a white edge. Let me see if I can use this up to get that covered. I think I need to take the print off of this, just kind of clear the plate off. I'm not real thrilled with, let's see. There's just two I guess I don't care about, and that is this one. And I'm gonna, let's see, I'll put some white. And I'm gonna go back to this old little bottle I have. It's dimensional fabric paint. I mean, you can use pretty much any kind of acrylic or water-based paint you want. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that. And I think a little bit of this yellow orangey color. And roll that out and see what that looks like. Yikes. I may have to do several layers on this, this one. All right, I'm going to zigzag through that. Gosh, okay. All right, now since I don't have paint on here, I'm just going to go ahead and lay this edge on this, get that done. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. All right. Still have an edge left to do. And then the other one that I didn't care for was this crazy purple. So I'm gonna take some paint off of this again before I put the purple on. I'm gonna use some white and purple again, because I do like the purple. I just, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squirt some of this over here on my little roll-off paper, and I'm going to take the medicine bottle and make purple circles again. Try it again. Anytime you do a pattern, it's always a good idea to have some run off the edge, by the way, which I didn't do the last time. Okay, now let me try rolling off this white, or rolling over the white. Let's see what that does. Okay, so this is what I'm going to go over. See if I can quiet it down just a little bit. Okay. It's got more depth to it, and I do like it better. All right. I think that'll work. I'm going to leave that alone. I just don't know that it goes with this journal. I think, let's see. I'm going to do the purple thing again. I want to create some sort of pattern, so I'm going to take my hair tool, pat it dry a little bit so it doesn't get water everywhere, and just kind of do a little pattern. Now I'm going to take white and roll over that, see if that works out. Okay. Hope that yellow doesn't muddy it up. Purple and yellow are opposites on the color wheel, and they tend to make brown, so a little worried about that, but feels like I got quite a bit of paint on there. Oh, got a little bit of paint streaking from my fingers being on it. Oh yeah, it covered it up. Okay, that's better. Okay. All right, and that is the end of the, let's see, that one was, I think I'll take a ghost print and just go over that. Ghost print is when you do a second print off of the paint. Okay. Now I still got the lines from that. So here was the original one. And then it kept a little bit on the plate, and so it printed that same kind of pattern on this. So that's good. And that is the end of the jelly plate printing. All right. So we'll move on to the next thing on the next video. I hope you liked the video. Click like if you did, and think about subscribing. And we will go on with this Unusual Youth Salvation mini journal. Bye-bye.